I'm excited to have you guys tonight. We'll get started right now. Like I said, this workshop, this private webinar is going to be about video creation and video marketing. I'm going to be teaching you guys all the different tips and tricks that we are using to utilize video in our online businesses. Matt and I have generated over $20 million in revenue just online between our two businesses. So we kind of want to share some of that content with you. We want to help improve your video marketing, your video creation, making your videos professional, and how you can turn visitors of people viewing your videos and turn them into an email list, turn them into buyers, turn them into long-term customers. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm glad to have you guys here tonight. Really quickly, you may not want to leave this webinar. We've had over 9,000, almost 10,000 people register for this webinar. I know a lot of you guys that tried to get on the webinar earlier in the week could not. So that is why we're hosting this webinar now. So make sure you guys stay on the call because it is a packed house and I don't want you guys to get kicked out of the call and not be able to get back on. So make sure that you guys are ready to go. We are going to get started now. So again, welcome to the webinar tonight. What we're going to be talking about, first, we're going to be talking about the 10-step no-fail VSL formula, okay? This is a mind map and a 20-minute video that I created for you. I'm going to share the URL here in just a second, but it's going to help you walk through step-by-step how to create a high-converting video that you can put on your sales page and that will convert for you. I guarantee 3 to 5 times higher than a normal old school sales page. Okay. Video converts extremely well if you do it the right way. And there's 10 specific steps that you need to have on your video in order for it to convert. And just missing one of these elements can really significantly hurt your conversion. So I'm going to share with you guys that mind map and the video that you guys can go watch after this webinar, okay? I'm also going to be showing you the 400% conversion boosting trick. This was a simple trick that we did using the right type of software to convert over 400% from our old opt-in page. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. There's also a PDF that I'm going to send you guys a link to where you can download that as well. I'm also going to be showing you 5 different styles of videos that you can use to hyper engage your audience. So depending on the type of page that you're creating, the type of offer that you have, there's certain styles of video that are going to convert better than others. And I'll show you guys those here in a second. Okay. I'm also going to share with you my in-home studio setup. I run a 7-figure business out of my home. I absolutely love working from home. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I have a wife that works from home or that stays home with my daughter, and it's great. I get to see my family all the time. And all of my employees are virtual. We just have a really good system in place where I can make sure that there's checks and balances and that everybody is accounted for and doing pulling their weight. Some people like the office setup. I like working from home. There's no right or wrong way. But what I'm going to do is show you guys my in-home studio and the equipment that I use, okay, for creating videos. I'm also going to share with you guys 3 super easy tips to make your videos look really professional. These are 3 things that you can do, very, very simple to implement, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, okay? And then I'm also going to talk about the $6,476.16 video mistake that I made. I know Matt has made. I know that lots of other marketers have been making, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix this, okay? And then I'm also going to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at our brand new PressPlay software that just was released, and it is going to hopefully blow your mind because it's really making some buzz in our industry, and I'm really excited to be sharing it with you. So I'm going to show you guys a demo of it, and I'm going to show you how you're going to have complete control over the user's experience. And I'm going to show you something that we're calling smart videos, where you're going to have that complete control over the user's experience, and you can turn visitors into leads, into webinar registrations, into sales very, very easily, and you're going to watch your conversion rates go through the roof. And I'm going to prove it to you guys live on this webinar. Okay, so if that sounds good to you guys, please let me know. Okay, give me a few yeses if you don't mind, I got to move the question box here so I can actually see it. But if you just to make sure you guys are with me, yes, getting lots of yeses, yes. All right. Excited. Yes. Good to rock and roll. All right. Cool. All right. You guys are ready to go. So let's get started. So really quickly, I'm not here to talk about myself all day long. Really quick, 60 seconds about who I am. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mark Thompson. I'm the founder of DigitalKickstart.com. You can go to my website and check out all the different products and programs that we've created. I'm a full-time internet marketer. I've been doing it for about 9 years now. I started in the offline world, managing marketing campaigns for local businesses, doing everything from SEO and pay-per-click and social media. To make a very long story short, about 3 to 4 years ago, I found this whole other side of internet marketing, which was product creation, affiliate marketing, building your email list, selling your own products. And it just became so much more lucrative to sell products than to, at least for me, sell products than provide a service and have 30 different bosses, aka your clients. Not to say that that's a bad thing. I mean, I did the agency world for 5 or 6 years, and it was a good time, but I really found my niche and my passion in creating products, specifically creating software that other marketers would like to use in their business. And a lot of the software that we've created has come just basically out of demand, and also just from struggles and pains that we were having in our own online business. So you may have heard of some of the products that we've created. Webinar Ignition, Social Kickstart, Nutshell Metrics, and many other products and programs. I'm not going to go into too many of them, but we've created tons of really cool software that have helped hundreds or thousands of marketers create, build their list, sell their products online. Myself personally, we've generated over $12 million online from our Digital Kickstart brand. So that's a little bit about me. Matt, who's also in the background, he is an SEO guru. He's been doing this, I think, longer than I have, for about 10 years or so. And he's mastered kind of the developing of automated software programs for businesses. And he's been doing it since 2004. Clients ranging from small businesses to multi-million-dollar companies. And he's founded a $1 million online business outside of the internet marketing niche. Now he's also in like dating or weight loss and personal development. You may know his brother Brad Callen, who's also in other niches outside of internet marketing. Okay. And he's also, like I said before, an expert in the field of SEO, link building, email marketing. You may have heard of some of his products, like SEO IQ and Rank Recon, and some of the other products that he's created. So Matt is also here in the background. Now, really quickly, I want to offer you guys, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this webinar, but you can go to pressplay.io/no-fail-VSL. You guys can download this 10-step no-fail VSL mind map. Okay, this is the mind map that we use. Basically, what I did was I studied as many different marketers that I could. Guys like Ryan Dice, Russell Brunson, Frank Kern. You've heard of some of these guys. They're all using video in their business, and I always wondered, what type of formula are they using? And so I broke it down into 10 steps, and you guys can go and download this mind map that shows you all the different elements that you need to have in your video to convert a visitor into a buyer. Okay. There's things like, identifying the problem and providing the solution, and features and benefits, and offering scarcity and bonuses and all sorts of stuff. You're going to learn a lot in that video and mind map. So feel free to go on over there. You can jot down this URL. I would strongly recommend wait until after the webinar, but I did want to provide you guys with this free download. You can go over there and check it out. Okay. Now, the other free download that I'm offering you guys, if you go to any one of these links, you're going to be able to get to the other pages. But if you go to pressplay.io/conversion-boosters, you can download our 400% conversion boosters PDF. And this is our video profit blueprint, where we show you guys how to turn videos into subscribers, into leads, into customers. And we're going to be talking about this throughout the webinar, and I'm going to show you guys some real life examples just a little bit later on. But feel free to go and download this PDF. I would just strongly recommend waiting till after the webinar, but go ahead and jot down this URL. Okay. Now, as you guys probably realize, video is the future. By 2016, 55% of all internet traffic will be generated just by video alone. And I don't know, when was the last time you guys looked at your Google Analytics? I'm just curious, what percentage of traffic is coming from some sort of mobile device, whether it's a tablet, an iPhone, an Android? If you guys wouldn't mind just kind of sharing that. I got to, again, move the questions in here so I can see what percentage of traffic is coming from a mobile device. Okay, Paul says 48%. Mark says 60%. Okay. John says 60%. Okay. Yeah. A few more. If you guys want to chime in, what percent last time you looked at Google Analytics of traffic coming to your website was from some sort of a mobile device? Kurt says 63%. Yeah, I mean, you guys are right? I mean, if you look, yeah, I mean, 86%. Vincent says 80%. Mike says 61.5%. Andy says 42%. Philip says 53%. Matt says 89%. Right? Okay, guys. So you understand that this is not a fad. This is the trend, and it's only going up, right? If you looked at your analytics maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 years ago, I mean, obviously, the farther back we go, the farther less percentage of mobile traffic it was. So people are using their mobile devices to not only browse the web, but it's also the fastest growing ad format. Okay, so marketers are utilizing mobile for advertising. Okay, now video sales letters as a marketing strategy, they consistently perform 3 to 5 times better than old school sales letters, and this happens time and time again. There's a reason, and I'm gonna prove this to you guys, but there's a reason why you're seeing so many video sales letters now. Okay. And let me show you guys something that's kind of mind-blowing. And here it is. 46 out of the top 50 ClickBank products are using video in their sales messages. Okay. 46 out of the top 50 ClickBank products are using video. Okay. So just let that sink in for a second. Okay. Because ClickBank is the largest marketplace on the web for digital markets or for digital products, right? So if you think about it, this isn't just the internet marketing niche. This is in all different niches. This is weight loss. This is personal development. This is, dating. This is, truth about your abs. It's a trend. And these ClickBank products that are consistently making thousands of dollars per day, they live and die by conversions. So you can guarantee it that these 46 out of the top 50 ClickBank products, they have it pretty dialed in. They know that video is what is converting into sales. Okay. Now, $1 million companies are using video on web pages, and they're paying tens of thousands of dollars every single day on advertising. And what's cool is that it's not only $1 million companies, it's even the small companies that are making a killing online from video. So it's all different shapes and sizes. Okay. It's the small mom and pop shop that has one small piece of software or a training product. And it's these $1 million companies. It doesn't really matter the size of your business. Okay. Businesses are consistently spending tens of thousands of dollars per day in advertising, and they're driving traffic to their video sales pages. Okay. Now, if they're spending tens of thousands of dollars per day, you better believe that these companies know that their pages are converting. Okay. And if they're not converting, you better believe that they're going to figure out a way to fix it. Right. But there's a reason why they're spending tens of thousands of dollars driving traffic to their videos. Okay. Now, really quickly, keybiotics.com, they sell probiotic supplements. Okay. You can go to this long URL if you want to, but I'll just kind of summarize it for you. They're spending on average over $10,000 per day. Some days up to $35,000. Okay. Now you can believe that if they're going to spend that kind of money, they're going to make sure that they're getting their investment back, or else they wouldn't be in business. Right. Okay. This is just one ad spending $159,000, $136, okay, on just one ad. You can see those two different URLs that they're using. This is from adbeat.com, which is a great place for doing research and seeing how much people are spending in paid advertising. Okay, just a little tip there. Now, the dog trainingsecrets.com. This is the dog niche, spending on average $2,000 per day. Okay, they're advertising this URL, the dogtrainingsecret.com/tips, and they're spending $2,000 per day. Again, it doesn't matter what niche it's in, but they're driving the traffic to a video sales letter. Okay, waterliberty.com. They remove metals from water, spending up to $54,000 per day. They're advertising these two URLs here, redirecting to a video sales page. Okay, believe me, these companies would not be in business and not be spending the amount that they're spending if they weren't converting. Okay, now let's shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk about the different styles of videos. Okay, depending on what type of product you have or what it is that you're trying to get the person to do. Okay, what type of conversion? We're going to talk about different styles. So there's the lifestyle videos, right? I mean, how many of you guys have seen the videos where the guy's walking on the beach or driving the Ferrari or anything like that, right? I'm sure you guys have seen that. And the goal there is to kind of paint the picture of, what would your life be like if you had X, Y, and Z, right? And this product, this service that they're introducing to you can get you to that that lifestyle, right? Now, obviously, there are some. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen those unethical videos, to put it mildly, of promising the world and promising you hundreds of thousands of dollars in your first week. Now, obviously, those there's scams out there, just like any market. But the whole point here that I'm trying to make is that lifestyle videos convert very well because it resonates with your audience. If you connect with your audience in the right way and you can position your video to be to have them imagine what their life would be like if they had this type of product or solution, it converts very well. Now, specifically, I've used a lifestyle video on one of my coaching programs. Okay, I have a one-on-one coaching program where people pay me thousands of dollars a month, but they're getting one-on-one advice, one-on-one mentoring. Okay, so I created a lifestyle video because I wanted people, and this was one of my students that you see here on screen. I wanted people to hear from the horse's mouth from one of my students and how his life has changed and the pains and struggles that he had before he hired a coach or a mentor to get him over the hurdle and get him to that next step. And now what his life is like. Okay, so it works great for coaching programs. It's great for testimonials, and it's also good for sales videos, specifically for training products. Okay, and I say training products because with when you're selling training or info products, information can be gathered for free on the internet, right? There's so much information on the web that it's like information overload. But with a training product, if you have something that is complete and it gives them everything that they need, and they don't need to go and spend tons of time finding the information that they want, people are willing to pay for it. Now, with that type of product, you need to have that little bit of a hype, that little bit of a buzz, and lifestyle videos complement these types of products very well. Whereas with a software product, software is more tangible, where you can see the product, you can see how it works and how it functions, and then people could say, oh, well, I know exactly how I can use that. I can see all the different features and functionality that it has. Okay. Now, the second type is the doodle video. I mean, how many of you guys have seen the doodle videos? They've been, kind of the rage over the last year or two. These are great for any number of types of pages, sales pages, squeeze pages where you're trying to get them to opt in. Great for software and demos. I know Matt does a lot with animation and doodle videos with his software. If you're explaining a process, maybe a process that's very difficult to understand, you may animation or drawing it out, showing visually how a process works can help to explain it to a visitor, right? There's lots of different pieces of software that can help you with this, can help you make these doodle type videos. Video Maker FX, Easy Sketch Pro, YDraw, Sketcha.com is a service that does this. And I just want to show you guys how popular these types of doodle videos really are. Okay. And And I'm just going to show you guys a screenshot. Are you guys familiar with JVZoo? JVZoo is a large marketplace where people buy and sell specifically internet marketing products, but there are some other niches. So hopefully you guys have heard of JVZoo. If not, feel free to check them out at some point. But this is a screenshot of the top sellers on JVZoo. And you can see here, VideoMaker FX is the #1 selling product on JVZoo by a wide margin. Okay. It was the first 7-figure launch on JVZoo. Easy Sketch Pro was the second biggest. You can see both of these, absolutely sold, tens of thousands of units. Both of these products help you to create videos, specifically sketch type videos. Okay. There is a massive demand for doodle and animation type videos because they convert so well. Okay. And that kind of brings me to the next style, which is animation. And I use animation a lot with a lot of the software that I create. Because I create a lot of software, we feel that animation really helps to paint a picture of what the software does. You can get a lot of motion and you can show screenshots and all sorts of really cool stuff. So it works for sales pages, squeeze pages. Again, software and explaining a process, animation can be really good. Okay. If you want to go to videofymedia.com, this is Edward is the owner of this company, and he's a great guy. I've been using him personally on some of my animation videos. If you guys are looking for someone to help you with a video and you're looking to do an animation style, Edward does a really good job. So feel free to go and check him out. Okay. The fourth style is PowerPoint style, which is kind of funny because this is the easiest type of video to create, and it actually converts the best, at least from my experience and from talking to other marketers. And what's funny is the more basic the presentation is, at least aesthetically, the better it converts. So I'm talking plain white background, black text, maybe a headline above the video, and no border on the video, and it just goes through slides, and you just do a voiceover over it, and it converts extremely well. I'm sure you've seen some of these videos, and if you go and look at any of the top ClickBank products, these are the types of videos that you're seeing. You're seeing PowerPoint style videos, and it's so easy to create these. You don't need to hire a professional video editor to do this. You can just create your scripts, your video script, put them on slides, and then just record the video scripts, just record the audio, and then play the audio, and just start recording your screen, flipping through the slides, and you got your own video sales letter that's a PowerPoint style. So great for sales videos, great for squeeze pages. Highly recommend it. This is what all the top marketers use. All the top selling ClickBank products are using this. So this is a good one. Okay. Now, and then the last one is a personal style video where you're on camera, you're connecting on a personal level with your audience. And now I use these. I used a few different styles. You see like the whiteboard or the white background style, and then you see this blurred background with me focused. And I'm going to show you guys really quickly how to create this style of video. And I use these for a lot of different scenarios. So the first one would be for a webinar registration page. I like to offer a personal welcome and hey, register for this webinar. I like to do that because then it builds that personal rapport even before they get on the webinar. So they can already see me, they can already hear my voice, see my personality, and it really helps to connect and resonate with your audience. Okay. It works great for sales pages, for squeeze pages. When people are opting in and giving their name and email address, it puts people at ease if people can see you and know that you're a real person. They're more likely to give you their contact details as opposed to just something that's more static. At least that's what I've noticed. Okay. Great for thank you pages after someone's purchased. If you want to just give them a personal thank you, that can really go a long way. We do that a lot in our thank you pages. Same thing with upsell pages after someone's purchased something from you. Send them to some sort of a one-time offer or an upsell. This is a great way to introduce yourself and say, hey, I have this type of one-time offer, and showing yourself on camera. Okay. And then affiliate JV pages, right? If you're trying to get people to promote your products, they want to know who you are. So on all of my affiliate pages, I always, say who I am and welcome them and tell them about the product and hey, I'm here personally to help you. Here's my contact details. It makes them feel right at home and that they already know you, right? And then it's also good for coaching programs. So obviously, if you're offering any type of coaching, whether it's a private coaching or a group coaching, what sells coaching is that personal rapport with your customer. If they don't know who you are or what you've done, then it's kind of hard to sell coaching. So getting in front of the camera, having that personal style is really important. So those are really the five styles that I use and that I've kind of narrowed it down that are really effective when selling online. Okay. Now let's dive. I'm just going to really quickly take a sip of water here. I'm going to make sure that I haven't missed anything urgent on the questions here, and then we're going to dive into my my in-home studio setup and equipment. So if you haven't taken any notes yet, now may be a good time if you're looking to create your own videos. I'll show you the whiteboard background and the blurred background and all that kind of stuff. So, and like I said, guys, I'll try to answer all of your questions. I know Matt's in the background answering questions, but if there's something that's really important to address, I'll definitely try to make sure I get to it. Okay. Now, this is just a picture of my in-home studio setup. One thing I do with my video setup is I also take pictures with the white background, and I can crop myself out, and I can use it on sales pages. I can use it on banners. I can use it all over the place. And it's so your studio setup can actually be used for multiple purposes. Okay. Now, I'm just going to talk about lighting. Lighting is very, very important, especially if you're going to do the white background, kind of like what Mac does with their commercials. Everything's very clean and crisp, and you have that white background. In order to do that effect, you need to have lights, and you need to have a lot of them. I have 4 of them that just shine on the white backdrop, and I'll show you guys here in just a little bit how I have everything arranged. But you can go on Amazon and get these kind of barn door light panels, which are really nice. They're on wheels. I always recommend at least getting 2 of them because there's lots of different ways you can utilize these lights. You can use them on a white backdrop. You can use them on a whiteboard. If you have a whiteboard and you want to do training style videos, if you want to just shoot it while you're sitting at your desk or you're just standing there, it doesn't matter. You're going to need some sort of light, especially if you're indoors. Now, if you're outdoors, you should be able just to use natural light depending on the time of day. But if you're indoors, you're going to want to make sure you have some sort of light. So I strongly recommend fluorescent lights just because they don't emit a lot of heat. Okay. Especially if you have a lot of lights going on and you're in a smaller room or a confined room, it can get really hot if you don't have fluorescent lights. So I would strongly recommend getting fluorescent lights. Okay. Now I also have 2 floor floodlights that I shine from the floor up to the white screen, okay, or to the white backdrop. Again, these are fluorescent. You can buy these at like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, some sort of home improvement store. They're not very expensive. These are probably I don't know, maybe $50 a piece. And again, get the fluorescent lights, okay. In terms of a camera, I use a DSLR camera, which is I use a Canon T3i. I think this camera is probably $350, $400 right now. They're up to a T5i, so I think that's like $700 now. I bought my camera a few years ago, and it's great. It does the job, so I never really had to switch. It also you can also buy a wireless remote with it, so you could have it up on a tripod and you could just push the button, and that's what I do. So like if I'm in my home studio, no one's around to man the camera, I could just sit there and I could push the remote and it starts it and stops it, and it's great. You don't have to keep going back and forth. You could also use an iPhone. Now, the only problem with the iPhone is that the audio quality is bad because you don't have an external jack or an external mic to plug in like a lav mic to your shirt. Okay, so when doing video, there's a few things you need. You need good lighting. You need like HD quality cameras, which for the most part, even iPhones shoot good quality video. Okay. and you need good audio. And I'll talk about audio here in just a second. But you don't have to use a Canon T3i, right? I mean, if you can find something that can do a good job, I mean, there's lots of affordable DSLR cameras out there that can do a really good job. Okay, this is just the one that I'm using. Okay. If you want to do the blurred background with you in focus or the subject in focus, you need like a 50 millimeter lens. Canon has this EF 50 millimeter 1.8 camera lens. It's like $40 or 30, 40, I forgot how much it is, but it's fairly inexpensive, and it just attaches right to the Canon T3i. And it does that effect where you're in focus, everything else behind you is blurred out, and it helps to keep people focused on you or the subject. Okay, so that's how you do that style video. Okay. Now, in terms of audio, right, there are lots of different types of audio. What I just use a lav mic, basically what you're looking at right now. It's an Audio Technica. It's a condenser mic, and it just clips onto your shirt, and it plugs right into the camera. And it just, obviously that audio is going to be much better than the audio from your camera, which is going to sound like, you're in a tunnel. It's going to echo, or it's just not going to be very crisp. And there's nothing that can ruin a video more than bad audio. Okay. Now, I also, have a standard tripod. I think I got it at Best Buy for 30, $40. It's a 60-inch universal tripod. This is a Dynex, but there's all different types of tripods. You just want to make sure that it can mount your camera. And almost every DSLR camera has a universal kind of mount bracket that goes on a tripod. Okay. If you want to get a little fancy, you could do like an iPad teleprompter. So if you want to, deliver a script or something like that, the majority of my videos are kind of just shoot from the hip, very organic, very natural. But some people like to have that teleprompter, and there's an iPad teleprompter, maybe $100, I think. And it'll do the job, right? It can work just as well as what the professionals have when they're reading the weather or reading the news. And there's a app called ProPrompter that works with your iPad, and you basically just load up a Word document and you just say how fast or slow you want the scrolling to go, and it'll just start scrolling, and you can just start delivering whatever it is you're going to deliver. So I've tried this out a few times and it's worked great for me. But I personally like to just deliver my videos more naturally. So, but that is an option for you. Okay. Then also, so for the white backdrop videos, I have this background stand backdrop with a support kit, basically just two stands with a bar that goes across, and it has this big sheet of white paper that you just pull down. I like the paper more than a cloth. The cloth doesn't give you as crisp of a background. But you want to make sure that you have the right type of lighting, and I'll show you how to position your lights if you're looking for that kind of Mac style white background that looks really professional. Okay. I also have a condenser mic, which just plugs right into my computer. It's just a USB condenser mic. These are about $100. And this is really good for doing voiceovers, for doing screencast videos, for doing webinars, like what you're listening to me right now. I'm using this mic right now, and it has a little pop filter, which helps just with the clarity of your voice, and just has like this little microphone stand, so it just sits on your desk. So I mean, there's lots of different audio condenser mics. This is just the one that I use, but it works well for all different circumstances. So you could also do just mount a whiteboard on your wall there, and just maybe shine a few of those lights onto the whiteboard, so it's it's all lit up, and then you can do like training style videos on your whiteboard. So I have a big long one on mine's probably bigger than 24/18, but it's really big, and it works really well for all different types of videos, specifically for training videos. In terms of software, it's actually very basic, just ScreenFlow for Mac and Camtasia for PC. So these were meant for beginners, right? I mean, I'm not a video expert by any means, but I can, just cut off the beginning, cut off the end of a video, do some really small things that are, that ScreenFlow offers, and you can export it and upload it to YouTube or wherever you're going to upload it. Okay. Now, this is kind of a screenshot, or this is kind of a diagram of how my studio is set up. So I have two lights that shine from the left and the right here onto the white backdrop. This is if you're gonna do the white backdrop, okay? I also have, and I should have drawn these in, two floor lights. I showed you those floodlights on the bottom that kind of shine towards the bottom. So these two shine towards the top of this white backdrop, and then I have two that shine below. And then I actually have two that shine on me, or the subject. Sometimes you can get away with one, just depends. And then your camera is right here. So this is kind of the setup or the position of the lights and the camera. Okay, and that works really, really well. Now, it may take you a little bit of time. The lighting can be a little tricky. That's the hardest part for doing those types of whiteboard or white backdrop videos. But once you get everything set up, you're smooth sailing. Okay. Now let's talk about 3 different improvements that can really go a long way. Okay. There's really small things you can do to make your videos look more professional. If you've ever heard of videohive.net, they have these what are called logo stings, or basically a logo intro, and they're professionally done. I mean, these guys upload these video intros on a Video Hive for like $5, $10, and you can customize them and add your logo in there. You could hire someone on Fiverr to edit it for you, and it just helps to give that level of professionalism. And same thing with the lower third. So you see on this video here, this is what's called a lower thirds, that just kind of shows your name and maybe your title or whatever you want that to show. And it just comes across the page at the beginning of your video. Those little things can go a long way and just to make your video more polished. Okay. Also adding a beginning and an ending transition. Okay, ScreenFlow and Camtasia both have these simple transitions that you can do. I like the dip to black, dip to white, but it just can fade in, it can fade out at the beginning and at the end of your video. And just again, it's something very small, but it can give your videos a more professional feel. Okay. Again, so Fiverr.com is your friend, okay, when it comes to video editing, because there are literally hundreds of people that will do video editing for $5 or very, very cheap. So it just depends. Now, obviously, it depends on the type of video that they're editing. But if you need help, what I do is I'll shoot some raw video and I'll upload it to Dropbox, and I'll hire one of these guys on Fiverr, and I'll say, I just need you to do some basic editing, maybe a little intro and whatever, and they go and do it and they upload it back in Dropbox. Okay. So make sure, use Fiverr. There's lots of, look at the ratings and the comments about them. And there's lots of qualified people that can help you out if you at all feel uncomfortable with, the whole editing process or exporting or anything like that. Okay. Now, I want to talk about smart videos, and this is really what our new software is all about, and what's having a huge impact on the industry and your videos. Okay. There's a difference between kind of a stale video and what we call a smart video. So you may be asking kind of what is a smart video and how does it help? And really, essentially what it is, it helps the viewer engage with your video on a deeper level, from control of everything from controlling the viewer's experience, to capturing leads, to increasing social sharing, to making direct sales within your video. Okay. Now, one simple change that we made increased our leads by 400% in one day by simply moving a static sidebar opt-in form to a much more engaging location. Okay. We added the opt-in overlay onto the video itself. Okay. And we went from 196 opt-ins to 977 opt-ins immediately. Okay. And this is just a sample of what it looked like. Okay. Now, the reason that it was so effective is because psychologically it's harder to get someone to, if they're focused on the video, it's psychologically harder to get them to take action on something that's outside of the video, that's outside of the engagement area. So by putting the opt-in form directly in the video and telling them, hey, opt in right here, and it shows up, we were able to get that 400% increase. Okay. Now, smart videos also allow to capture leads directly from paid video advertisements, but at the same time, it increases audience reach. Okay, and what I mean by that, you can spread the word organically with Facebook and other social media outlets, where you can turn paid advertising into free advertising, right? Where if you can show them a share gate, or please share this on Facebook in order to see the rest of the video. And that paid advertisement to get them to your site can turn into free organic social traffic just by a simple share gate. And I'll show you guys that in a second. But the thing, the flow is kind of pay for that visitor, get them to the start of your video, get them to opt in to something that's worthwhile to watch, and then grab their email address. So you're building a list. And then at the end or the middle of the video, you can ask them to share the video to continue watching the video. Okay. And then that starts the free traffic generation process. Okay. And this is just a simple sample of the share gate, where you can either have this required or not required. You can have that little skip button at the bottom right-hand corner. And this can really start a viral effect. Now, here's just a really simple kind of graph that just shows, your video plays, your video gets shared on Facebook. People on Facebook start clicking on it. They go and watch your video. Then the new visitors are required to share it, and so on and so on and so on. Okay. So it's an ongoing viral effect. Okay. Now, also, smart videos can enhance the user's experience. Okay. Now, what's important to remember here is we want to control the flow or the experience gently. Okay. What I mean by that is that visitors, when you're watching a video, you want to feel like you're in control, right? How many of you guys are really annoyed when you go to a video and you can't pause it, you can't change the volume, you can't mute it, you can't you can't make it full screen? How many of you guys have seen those videos, right? It can be somewhat annoying. Yeah. Yeah. John's saying, I hate it. Yeah. Jimbo says, yeah, exit out. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Pain the butt, hate them. Exactly. Now, there's a fine line between giving up too much control in your video sales message and not giving up enough. Okay. And we've tested this, and we found kind of a sweet spot here that we feel it is kind of a middle point for both the viewer and both you being the product creator or the vendor or the site owner. Okay. We found that for repeat visitors, it's best to implement what we call smart video with smart controls that remember where the viewer left off. And also, if they left the page, you can start exactly where they left off. And then you can also show them the controls the second time, the third time, the fourth time, whenever you want to specify. You can actually show those controls after that first experience. So maybe the first time they come to the video, you don't want them to have control, but the second time or third time, they want to be able to jump to a certain part of that video that they're watching, and you can turn that on. Okay. Now here's just a quick screenshot of what it looks like when a visitor watches, maybe half of your video and then comes back like an hour later or a few minutes later, and you could prompt them and say, hey, do you want to watch this from the beginning, or do you want to skip to where you left off? How good of a user experience is that when they can skip and start watching directly where they left off, especially if it's a long video. If it's like 30, 40 minutes long, they may not remember where they left off. Maybe it's somewhere around 20 minutes, but they don't have to actually go and fast forward. They can just skip to where they left off. Okay. Now, like I was saying before, if a visitor is coming back to your site 3 times to watch the same video, okay, and you don't want them to leave a 4th time without reaching the end of your message and converting, you can turn on the control, so then they can fast forward and they can watch the entire video. Okay. Now, I've told you guys about engagement, about generating leads and conversions and controlling the user experience. Now, there's pros and cons to using all the different solutions that are out there, right? And Matt and I have always had this problem in our businesses. And we thought about what would it be like in a perfect world? What would be the perfect video solution? And the first thing we thought about was YouTube, right? YouTube has endless amounts of servers and bandwidth, and you could upload as much video content as you want to YouTube. But the problem is that there's lack of controls, right? I mean, there's certain things you can do in the settings area. You can make the video unlisted, you can change the thumbnail, but there's no engagement settings. There's no smart controls with the video. So you're kind of limited. Okay. Now, Wistia is a nice solution, right? I mean, they give you more control. They have heat mapped, or they have engagement tracking and things like that, and they give you some more engagement features. But the problem there, that at least that we were running into, was, look at this bill from April of this year, $6,476.16. This was just bandwidth charges. So, Wistia was very expensive, especially if you're getting a good amount of traffic or you have a lot of videos out there. Your bandwidth bills can start to go through the roof, and that drains your bottom line, right? Now, lead pages, right? It would be cool to be able to create video landing pages where you could plug in your video, right? Now, lead pages is more just about templates. It's not really meant to have that smart control to your videos. Okay. Now, so in a perfect world, we thought, how cool would it be if we could use YouTube or a cheaper service like Amazon S3 to host our videos, while also having all of these engagement features like, skip to where you left off, and the share gate and the opt-in form and the call to action directly inside the video, while also being able to create full video landing pages. And that's why we created the software that we're going to be demoing for you guys right now, and it's called PressPlay. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to show you guys this in action. This has been a product that we've been creating for 6 to 8 months now, full time. And we've released it to the public, and we're really excited to be finally releasing this to the world. So without further ado, let's jump over to my browser. I'm just going to minimize this, and I'm also going to increase the size of this so you guys can see this okay. Can you guys just really quickly in the chat box, can you see this okay? So take a sip of water real quick. All right, Mike says, let's go. Show me the stuff. All right, good. All right, so you guys can see this. Yes. Looking good. All right, rock and roll. So what you're looking at is the PressPlay dashboard. Okay. You're going to see you can add as many projects as you want to. Okay. And then within each project, you have campaigns. So you can have as many campaigns as you want within a project. Now you can have just straight videos that you can embed on any website, or you can create full-blown video sales pages that include a video. Okay. And then you can see, conversions at a glance. Now I'll get into more in-depth statistics in just a little bit, but you can see views, you can see conversions and conversion rate. Now we didn't set up the conversion tracking for this particular account, but basically a conversion can be it can be whatever you want it to be. So it can be a sale, it can be a webinar registration, it could be a lead. We provide you guys with a conversion tracking script, and so I just click on conversion. I just choose what the conversion is going to be, and then we provide you with a tracking pixel similar to if you guys are familiar with Google Analytics tracking. They have conversion tracking. It's the same type of thing. So you put this on your thank you page, and then it tracks conversions and your conversion rates. Okay. And so you can see we have a lot of different projects, or a lot of different videos inside of this one project. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a brand new project, and I'm going to walk you through how this all works. Okay. I'm going to create a project. I'm just going to call this, whatever, just product X, just as an example. Okay. And I'm going to, as you can see, it's right here. Okay. There's no campaigns right now. Now you have two different options. You can create a full-blown video landing page that will have a video on it. Or if you want to just create the video with those smart controls that we talked about, you can create just the video and then embed that video onto any page that you want to. Okay. But for now, just to show you the full range of controls, I'm going to create a page which will show you all the page settings as well as the video settings. So I'll just create this. Just say this is my main sales page. Okay. And I'll click next, and then it brings you to the template. You can choose a template. We have all different types of templates. Each template is customizable. So you can choose which one you want. We're going to be adding more templates to this. But for now, I'm just going to choose one of these. Say I'm just going to choose this one with the clouds. Okay. Now, obviously, if you're doing a video only, you wouldn't choose the template, but it brings you into our editor. Okay. Now, the templates that we've created, they're all mobile friendly. Okay. The videos are all mobile friendly. They're built with HTML5, so they work on tablets, mobile devices, and you can use this little these icons here, and you can actually see what it's going to look like on a tablet, what it's going to look like on a mobile device, okay, and then obviously what it looks like more on a desktop browser. So they're all what's called responsive, where they adapt to the user screen. Now, we have two different types of settings. We have sales page settings, which you're looking at right now, and then we have the video settings, which is what's going to control those smart features inside of the video. So for now, I'm just going to show you guys the smart page settings, okay? There's the default options, which are things like your title tag, your meta description tag for any of you guys that are optimizing for SEO. If you want to put in some sort of a tracking script in the header or the footer, you can do that as well. So, maybe it's a Facebook conversion pixel or a Google Analytics script. You can go ahead and put that in there and do some third-party tracking, okay? Then you have your background, okay? Right now we have this set to an image, but you can make it a color. You can also make it a YouTube video. So any YouTube video can be your background, which is really cool. So we've already preloaded a whole bunch in there, but you can put in any one you want, and it can be, as you can see, you can do like a really cool video background. But for this example, I'm just going to stick with the image. If you click on select, you can see a whole bunch of images that we've already preloaded in here, but you could upload your own if you want to. That's completely up to you. So that's what you can do with your background. Now you have the header, which can be, all of these options can be toggled on or off. And so you can see, I've just toggled it on, and I can go in here and I could upload a header, or I can change this to, whatever, green or whatever I want it to be. For now, I'm just going to not have a header. Okay. And then you have the headline. So I could remove the headline. I can enable it. We have this inline editor where you can just, start typing, whatever you want this to be. Okay. And then you can change the styles, the fonts, the sizes, the background, the color, all that kind of stuff right there. Okay. Same thing with your subheadline. Okay. You can add or remove that. Okay. Then we have video skins. Okay, so the video skin is what goes around the video. So we have all different pre-configured video skins. So if you want the arrows on the side, if you want, say you want the iMac large, or you want the, let's scroll down a little bit. If you want to do an opt-in form, you can do an opt-in form on the right-hand side, or I'll show you guys in a second how you do the opt-in form inside of the video. Now, whenever you have an opt-in form, you can either, we integrate with any autoresponder solution where you can just paste your raw HTML code into here, okay? And then you can map which fields you want, okay? Now we also have some API integrations with Aweber, GetResponse, and MailChimp. So I'll show you guys here in just a second. I'll show you the email integration page where you can connect your autoresponder services. But if you don't want to connect it at the API level, you can just copy and paste the raw form in here, and whenever they fill out this form, it'll go into your autoresponder. Okay, so that's if you're using, if you're going to be collecting leads. So for this example, I'm just going to use maybe this whiteboard for right now. Okay. Then we also have the social sharing options. So you can see just right here below the video, you can add Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And you can, have them share the current URL or a custom URL if you want. Okay, so that's some social sharing, and then we have the sales area, which is right down here, which you can do a buy button, or you can do an opt-in form. So you could do an opt-in form right here if you want to. For right now, we'll just do a buy button, and you could do a wide version, you could do a skinny version, just depending on what you're looking for. And you could do, put in your link here to, your checkout page. Now, what's really cool is we have the timed delay. So say that I want this area to show up after, 90 seconds, right? Maybe, it's a 90-second video or however long the video is. And then you say, click below to purchase blah, blah, blah. You could time that so the button shows up, or this area shows up when you have your call to action. Okay. Now, the other cool thing you can do is after the visitor has visited a certain number of times, you could have this show up. So maybe on the second time they show up, you don't have it delayed. It just automatically shows up. So it's smart enough to realize or recognize that, hey, this person has visited 2, 3, 4 times. I don't want it to be delayed. I want this area to show up immediately. Okay. Now you could also add extra HTML above or below this whole area. You just copy and paste the HTML in, and it will display here. Okay, so you do have the option to add like a full-blown sales page into this sales area. Okay. And then the last part is the footer. So you can just add a little footer if you want to. Okay. So these are all of the settings for your sales page. Okay. Now I'm just going to flip over to the video settings, and I'm going to show you guys some of the controls here. So the source of your video. So again, you can do it custom, meaning it could be hosted on Amazon S3 or your own servers, wherever you're going to be hosting the video. You can put it right in here. Okay. For this example, I want to show you guys YouTube, because YouTube is obviously a free solution. So I just pulled up a video right here, and I'm just going to copy this share link, and I'm just going to put that in there, and you can see that the video is now in the video player. Okay. Now I can add, I could add a thumbnail to this video if I wanted to. Okay. So that's for video settings. And then you have the video behavior. Do you want the video to start on page load? So when the visitor comes to the page, do you want it to automatically start? Do you want the visitor to be able to resume where they left off, where they can watch from the beginning, or skip to where they left off? You have those options. And then what do you want the video to do when it ends? Do you want it to pause on the last frame, on the first frame? Do you want it to go in a loop? You can do that as well. Okay. And so that's for, whoops, just pause that. And now that we have the video controls. So if you want the play button, or you want the mute button, or the full screen, you can control if you want, here's the full control bar, if you either want that control bar to show up or not. And then we also have that feature I was telling you about earlier, where maybe after 3 visits, I want the control bar to show up. Okay, but before that, I don't want it to show up. Okay, so you have that control, and if you want it to show up on hover, like if the mouse is hovered over the video, or if you want it to always show. Okay. Then we have, control bar play button, the progress bar, the mute toggle. You can toggle these on and off, and it will update the player. Okay, so those are for your video controls. And now we're going to get into kind of those lead generation, viral sharing options right here. So we have opt-in overlays, share gateways, and call to actions, and you can use all 3 on one video. So say in the beginning, I want to have an opt-in form. Okay. And this opt-in form is going to show up. I can have it start at the beginning of the video, at the end of the video, and at a custom time. So say that, I want this to start at the beginning, right? And then I could put in my HTML form code in here. Okay. So I could have that at the beginning, and then say I also want to add a share gateway. Okay, so in order to continue watching, maybe I want this to show up after 30 seconds, and I could choose, a share button or whatever there, and I can control what is being shared, what type of message is being shared onto Facebook. Okay, so that's really important as well to be able to control that message that people are sharing when they do share it. Okay, and then we also have this call to action, which the call to action can again start from the beginning, at the end, or at a custom time. And we have text, image, and HTML based call to action. So you can put them directly over the video. Okay. So you can use all 3 of these videos, or all 3 of these call to actions within one video, which is really, really powerful. Okay. And then the last option is pausing outside of the viewing area, which basically means maybe you have a longer video, or a longer sales page, and they scroll outside of the viewing area of the video. You can have it automatically pause. Okay. So those are all the settings that we have for video and page settings. And then when you're ready to publish, you just click on save and publish, and you could save it, or you can publish it, and you can publish it to any server. It needs to be a PHP or an Apache server. And you can download the zip file, and it has all of your configurations, or you can use our WordPress plugin. So I know a lot of you guys that probably use WordPress. You can download the WordPress plugin. You can select the page that you want to display, and you can choose the URL that you want to display on in your WordPress site. Okay. And what's also cool about the WordPress plugin is when you make a change within the PressPlay editor, it automatically updates on your WordPress site. Okay. So that's very, very cool. Now I'm just going to save and exit, and I'll show you a few of the other features that we've built into PressPlay. Now, I'll show you the email integration area. So this is where you go to connect your Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp accounts. We are going to look into adding more services at this API level. And then you could also connect your GoToWebinar account. So you can create video registration pages for GoToWebinar, which is really, really cool. So that's for your email integration. Now, if I go back to, can you guys hear me okay still? No, there's a little bit of static going on. Yes, okay. Lots of static. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, how about now? Is it better? Okay, sorry. Sorry guys, I don't. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep going. Okay. Oop, there's that static. Okay, so stats. So we have the stats area. So you can click on stats, and you can see the total number of views for your video, total number of unique views. If we had conversion data, you'd be able to see the total number of conversions for that page. And then we also have engagement views. So you can see the total number of unique and total views based on per day. And then we also have this. Let me go to a different video real quick. Hold on. I'm going to go to one more video here. Let's go to, okay, let's go to this video here. We also have the ability to, oops, I went into the editor. Okay, we also have another screen or statistics that's going to show you how long the viewer has been on the video and when they're dropping off. So, you know, if people are dropping off the video after 30 seconds, you may need to change up your video to see what's going on. So here's an example of it. You can see that, you know, people are dropping off after this first minute, and then you can see that it's slowly progressing down till the end of the video. So this is really good for identifying, you know, which videos are performing well and which are not, which videos are people engaged with. Okay, so this is PressPlay, guys. This to me has revolutionized the way that people use video and use video in your business to convert into sales, into list building. It is extremely powerful, and I already see a whole bunch of you guys asking, how can you get a copy of this? So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to skip over to this, and real quickly before I go into it, you're going to go to, or I'm going to show you guys how we stack up against some of the competition, like Easy Video Suite and Wistia. You know, we basically took all of those features, those smart features, being able to leverage the power of YouTube integration, being able to collect leads with our opt-in overlays, our share gateways. We have the WordPress integration. So it's best of all worlds, okay? It really encompasses everything that you would want in a video player, and a video player that's going to generate business, okay? So what we're doing, this is a special limited time. We're offering this software at a one-time discount, whereas after our initial launch phase, we're going to be moving it to a subscription-based model. So what you can do to http:// okay, you're going to want to go to pressplay.io/live. Okay, that is where you can go to get your lifetime access to PressPlay. You can get all of the features, everything that we demoed. You will get unlimited access to it, and you're going to get unlimited unlimited upgrades as we add new features and functionality to it. Now, like I said, right now this is a one-time payment. But after probably in the next week, Matt and I are going to be offering this at a subscription model. So you're going to pay for it on a monthly or an annual basis. Okay, just because obviously, you know, we need to pay our developers. We want to continue to improve on the software, and so we're obviously going to have to charge an ongoing basis. But for a limited time, we're going to be doing a special launch price where it's a one-time payment. So all you need to do is just go to pressplay.io/live, and you'll be able to go to the sales page, and you'll be able to check out from there. And you can use credit card or PayPal, whatever you want. So I believe Matt has put the link in the chat box, so you can just click on that link. And this is really 60% off compared to after the launch, when you're going to be paying on an ongoing basis. So you guys can get access to all of the template builder, all of the templates that I showed you guys, all of the smart controls, the opt-in overlays, being able to have full control over your videos. And not only, again, can you build out full pages, but you can embed these videos onto your WordPress sites, your blog, your wherever you want. Okay, it's just like a normal embed script that you would have like for a YouTube video, except we've just added all the different functionality, and it's a PressPlay embed code. Okay. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to, I know there's been lots of buzz and some comments here in the chat box. So I'm just going to flip over, and I'm going to just scroll down here, and I'm going to look at some of the questions that you guys are asking. So I'm more than happy to answer them. Gene says, "This is so hot, my hair is on fire." Okay, so the first question I see is there a money back guarantee? Yes, there's a money back guarantee. If you've ever purchased any product from Matt or I, we do a 30-day money back guarantee. So you can test drive this software for whatever reason. If you feel that the software is not right for you, but I have a pretty good hunch that you guys are going to love the software. If it's not right for you, though, just contact our support team, and we're more than happy to offer, a 100% money back guarantee. So yes, there is a guarantee. Can Google Hangouts integrate with it, or just go to Webinar? So for right now, we'll go to Webinar, because that can, when people register, you can create kind of a registration sign up page. With Google Hangouts, it's more of a live embed feed, which we don't have right now. That's something that we actually had that question asked to us the other day. So we're going to look into that. Okay. So Carmelo asked, can you use Vimeo videos? Right now, no, because we use the YouTube API for some of the customizations to the video player. We don't have the Vimeo API integration right now, but it is something also that we're going to look into. For right now, this is for personal use only. We don't have a developer license, so it would be but for your own sites, but it is for unlimited personal sites that you have. Okay. So there, okay. Mike was asking, are there extra templates? We do have additional templates. That's actually a one-time offer after you become a member. So we do have all of the set templates that you can utilize and you can customize, like I showed you during the demo. But we do have a set of about 22 additional templates, which are like all different types of templates, like pre-launch templates and squeeze page templates, and all different types of additional designs and layouts. But obviously that's optional. That's a one-time offer, but you will get about 10 different base templates, and then those are each customizable, like I was showing you during the demo. Okay. Okay. If we don't want to use our own server to host, what do you suggest? I would suggest using YouTube, just because obviously it's free. That it's reliable. You don't have to pay for it like Amazon or like Wistia or some of the other services. So I would choose YouTube. Now, the other thing to remember, the only thing with YouTube is that it's against their terms of service to remove the YouTube logo in the bottom right-hand corner. That's something that we cannot remove. So again, it's, we don't want to get you in trouble. We don't want to get in trouble. So it's against their terms of service. So the YouTube logo will be there. Usually it only shows when you hover over it. But you still have control over the video player, like the play button and all the other controls. Okay. There's no reason why you can't use this in other languages. Obviously, the application itself is in English, but when you're creating videos and you're using all the different smart controls or the page template, all of that text is customizable. Are these sales pages hosted? So no, they're not hosted. You take the zip file. We give you the files with everything customized based on what you customized in the builder, and then you upload it to your site. Okay, so you can just put it onto any domain or any server that you want. Okay. Yes, Jeb. For right now, the PressPlay accounts, at least for this time, are for personal sites only. You don't see anywhere on the URL where you can buy. There should be a big yellow button that says, I believe it says add to cart, when you go to pressplay.io/live. Okay. Let's see. Can I buy this later? You can't. Yes, you can buy. You can buy the offer later if you'd like to. Now, like I said before, the initial launch period is only going to be a limited time. It's actually going to be about 10 days. Now, we've already been a few days into our launch. So, depending on when you go to buy, obviously that price may turn into not a lifetime charge, but a subscription charge. In terms of the one-time offers that we have, those are also going to be on at least on a limited basis in terms of the discount that we offered. Okay, it's only going to be during this special discount period. Okay, now it's not to say we're not going to offer the one-time offers later, but they may be at a higher price point. Okay, but I can't speak to that exactly right now. Okay. Is this giveaway over? No, this is a live webinar, so this giveaway, this offer is active right now today. Let's see. If you use YouTube to host, can users click on the YouTube logo and it takes them off of the site? No, it won't take them off of the site. It just shows them the YouTube. Okay. Phil, no, it doesn't support animated GIFs. It would need to be like an MP4 video. It'd need to be a video format. Is the builder only available during launch? No, the builder is part of the application. So you get the video landing page builder as well as the video editor. Okay. WordPress works like lead pages. Yeah, so exactly. So it's similar to lead pages plugin where we've created a plugin. You install the plugin. It'll show you a list of all of your pages within your account, your PressPlay account, and you select the page that you want, and then you can choose it. You can make it your home page, or you can select. You can make it whatever you want the URL extension to be. So the videos are hosted on our domains, or on your website? They're hosted on either YouTube, or it can be like Amazon S3 or some other streaming service, some sort of other place that can host your videos. Okay, then you take that video URL, okay, and you put it into PressPlay, and then we provide you all the player and the functionality to it. Okay, so it would need to be, the video needs to be hosted somewhere. Okay, but you can use YouTube, which is free. Okay, and then you put the embed scripts for the video onto your website. Okay, wherever you want that video to be published. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Yes, you can host the videos on Amazon S3. Wallace, right? I mean, unfortunately, right now we don't have pricing for clients for like a developer license. That question has come up a number of times, so I would need to talk to Matt about that. We'll look into it. If we do that, we'd want to have some sort of a way for clients to be able to log in so they can see their campaigns. But right now we haven't built that functionality in. So, but it is something that we can definitely look into. All right. And guys, I apologize if I've missed any of your questions. I know Matt is trying to answer them. There's a lot of people on this call, so there's lots of questions. So I'm going to try to answer all of them. Okay. The 3 lifetime packages that we offered at pre-launch, we did give those away. Does the product come with training? Yes. So the product comes with obviously basic training on the application, how to use it, how to configure your pages, how to configure your smart videos, how to upload them to your sites, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then obviously support as well. I mean, we have support. Our support is just support at pressplay.io. It'll create a ticket for you. We have a full ticketing system with our developers are in there every day. We have a support team. I'm in there every day, just making sure that we're taking care of our customers. No, Maury, there is training. You just need to go into the members area under the My Account drop down, and you'll see the training page in there. And there's a whole bunch of videos in there that you can watch. Okay. Can we do it without video and use it just as an opt-in page if you want to? Um, I I guess. Well, I guess you could, but the page would be kind of. I mean, the way that we created PressPlay was really for video landing pages and video opt-in pages. So it's really meant more for video pages. I guess you could use it as an opt-in page builder, but it's more for video. Okay, so and the reason that we're angling it that way is because we feel that video gets such better conversions. Okay. Yeah, Joe, very good question. So you're asking about does the program adapt videos to Facebook? Okay, so I want to make something clear. Facebook has a Flash player. Okay, when you're watching a video, it's programmed, or it's showing it to you in Flash. Flash is not, you're not able to watch videos on mobile devices with Flash. Okay, that's one of the downfalls to Facebook video. Our builder, or I'm sorry, our video player is built with HTML5, so it can show up on all devices. Now, so it wouldn't, you're not able to share the video, the PressPlay video, inside of your Facebook timeline. However, when people share it, you can customize the message, the thumbnail, the link, all that kind of stuff that will go back to your video. But unfortunately, because for whatever reason, I'm not sure why Facebook does this, you would think they would have some sort of HTML5 player or integration. And the day that they do, believe me, we'll be the first ones to integrate our player into Facebook, but they use a Flash player. Okay. Can this work with lead pages? Sure. I mean, as it can work with anything that allows you to put a video embed code on a page. Okay. If you've ever embedded a YouTube video, okay, PressPlay works the same way. Okay. Are you hosting the player? Well, it calls back to our server for certain things, but everything is hosted through YouTube or wherever the video is being hosted, and then all the settings that you have on your site. So you just upload the files or you use the WordPress plugin. So it does call back to our server, but all of the files and things like that are on your site or your server. Okay. Can I upload the videos to different YouTube accounts? Yeah, you can upload them to whichever YouTube accounts that you want to. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Avi. We'll take a look at your question that you emailed. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Lead pages or ClickFunnels. Like I said, guys, as long as you can embed a video code onto the page, it'll work. Okay. How does PressPlay integrate with VideoMaker FX, Easy Sketch Pro, Simple Video Player, etc.? As far as I know, those are, well, VideoMaker FX, Easy Sketch Pro are software programs that will create the videos for you. So you create the video, upload it to YouTube, and then you could have it in the PressPlay player. What was the pre-launch special? The special right now is $247 one time, or 3 payments of $97. You'll see that on the pressplay.io/live sales page where you can go. Okay. Can you upload your own branding background? Yeah, you can upload any background image or video to your video landing page. You didn't see the training in the members area. Just go under the My Account dropdown, and you will see a link for training. Right now, there's no yearly renewal to update. Okay, this is a lifetime special. Basically, you pay one time, and you get access to it for lifetime. And any upgrades or additional functionality that we build in, you guys will get access to. Okay. Sure, I can show you how. Avi, I'll show you how to use the page without video in just a second. Okay, it's very similar to the demo that I just did, but I'll show you. It's just a little bit different. Okay, let's see. Can you advise on simple equipment to make videos? I missed your setup. Yeah, I'll go through that really quick. Okay, so hopefully you have a pad and pen ready. Here's some lighting. Okay, so this is what I use: the barn door lights. For obviously lighting my face or me, the subject, or the background. I use these two floor floodlights. They're fluorescent lights. I have two of those that I shine onto the video backgrounds. A Canon T3i camera, which is it's a DSLR camera with a wireless remote to start and stop the camera, so I don't have to actually go up to the camera. This Canon 50 millimeter lens gives you this depth of field where the background is blurred, and then you can see I'm in focus. There's this lapel mic, which is an Audio Technica condenser mic that just clips on your shirt and it plugs right into the camera. So that's good for great audio. And then a tripod, okay, just a universal tripod that you can put your camera on. There's a background stand with just a white. It's just white paper really that just goes down to the ground. That's how you do the backdrop. Okay. And then we use ScreenFlow and Camtasia for ScreenFlow for Mac, Camtasia for PC for editing. Okay. I'll go through that a little bit more in just a little bit. Okay. I know I kind of went through that pretty fast. Let me show you guys. I'll show you really quick what it looks like for a video. So this is I'm going to create a video, and you'll see it's a little bit different. So here's the video, and you'll only have the video settings. Now you have all those video settings that I showed you during the previous demo. When you click on save and publish and get code, it gives you the embed code. Okay, so you just copy this embed code, and you could choose the size of the video that you want, and then you publish this onto your page. Okay, so instead of doing a full-blown page, and if you just want a video, you just create the just video only, and it gives you the embed code to put on any page. Okay, so that's how you do that. Sorry guys, I don't mean to rush this. I know there's lots of questions here, so I want to try to answer as many as I can. Okay, can we link to LinkedIn? Thought we had. Did we not have a LinkedIn share button? If we didn't, we can add it. That'll be a piece of cake. So we can do it. How long is the training? The training is very straight to the point. Like, here's what you need to do to create a project. Here's how you work inside of the editor. Here is how you, for one video, we tell you how to create a WebM format. Like, if you want certain mobile devices need something other than an MP4 format. They need what's called a WebM format. So I show you how to convert that. I show you how to publish to your server or to a WordPress site. So I mean, it's not hours and hours of training. It's very straight to the point, showing you how to use the app. I mean, if there's anything that specifically that wasn't covered or that was overlooked, please let me know. We also have a training video on how to manage your email marketing and all of your lists. Okay, sure, yes, it does work with Infusionsoft. You just need to take the embed code and paste it into your page. Okay. Yes, obviously the videos will display on mobile devices. That's one of the reasons that we created an HTML5 player, so that it works great on desktop, on tablets, iPads, iPhones, anything. Okay. Oh, Mike. Okay. All right. Can you give us an idea of what upgrades may be available in the future? Yes, I can. I can give you at least a few things that we're working on. We're going to be adding some more templates, okay? More design templates. And you're also going to, we're going to work on a way to increase the speed of the video. So you can like 2 times or like 5 times the speed. So this would be really cool for like a webinar replay, right? Wouldn't it be cool if you could take an hour-and-a-half long webinar and speed it up by 2x and then watch the entire webinar in half the amount of time? So that's one thing that we're going to be working on. So that's just a little nugget that we're going to be working on. Okay. Andy, 2:25 in the morning. Thank you for staying on this late. All right. Thank you, Serena. Just bought PressPlay and okay, want to know how to actually create live videos. You want to create live videos? I mean, the easiest way would be Google Hangouts. That's free. You just need a webcam and you can do live streaming videos. Okay. We also have, I mean, not to get off topic, but we also have a product called Webinar Ignition that you may want to check out for doing live webinars. So you can check that out. What is the exact name of the background stand? It's Cowboy Studio is the name of it. I can go back up to it real quick. Like just do a search on Amazon, look for background stand backdrop support system kit. Some come with just the stand, other ones come with the stand and the paper. They also have like a green screen paper if you want to do anything with green screen. I don't really do anything with green screen, but if you want to, you can. Okay, let me go back here. Okay. Okay, thank you, Kurt. This is a very good deal. You're welcome. Okay. You are welcome, Gene. Thank you for stopping by. How easy is it to make PowerPoint slide videos? Very simple. Those are probably the easiest ones to do. You just need to have Keynote or PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, or some sort of a PowerPoint software that creates slides. And like I was saying before, you can pre-record a script. Okay, you could use a software called Audacity. It's AUDACITY, Audacity, and it can just it just records audio and just spits it out into an MP3 format or a WAV format. So what we do is we just record that script after we wrote it, and then we'll just my editor does this, but you could do this yourself, is just play that audio file and then record your screen with something like ScreenFlow, and you can flip through the slides as you're going through your audio. And so then you can just match up the audio and the screen recording as one, and then you can export that as an MP4. Wallace, I'm sorry, I can't comment on MP Enlighten. I've never used it, so I'm sorry, I'm just not familiar with it. Yeah, 2x speed up. That would be sweet. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. It's something that I totally want that, because I do a lot of webinars. And I know if I can take an 1.5-hour webinar and people can go through the entire webinar in half the time, that'd make everybody happy, right? John asks, can you export a Flash version so that Facebook can work? We're gonna look into that. The problem is some of the smart features, that's gonna be really hard to do. I gotta talk to my brainiacs, my AKA developers, and see if we can do something like that, but we'll see. Joe says, can we integrate SendReach at the API level? Yes, we can. In due time, we will do that. I know a lot of people use SendReach. I know Chuck Mulaney very well. He's a good guy. I know he has a good API. So yes, we can do that. In due time, we will. Does your video player make any effort towards video capture tools? Brian, can you explain what you mean by that? What make any effort? I mean, in terms of like video capture tools, we use things like Jing, Jing, or ScreenFlow. I mean, those work really well for screen captures. Yes, you'll have access to all the feature. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not Cleo. If you can explain what you mean. Yeah, I mean, when you do take advantage of the lifetime access, you'll have all the features that we just went through in the demo. Yep. Okay, yeah, good question. Avi, when using the WordPress plugin, how does it interact or affect the WordPress theme? It doesn't. So it's separate. So you can still have your WordPress theme, and it's not going to mess with that. Okay. Right. Let's see. What I'm asking is if I refer anyone to, is there a referral bonus? We do have an affiliate program. I guess I think Matt can give you a link to our affiliate program where you can earn commissions for people that you refer. Can you export closed captions from YouTube so that it acts as a selling tool? That's a really good question. I haven't had anyone ask that question, John. I am going to write that down because I haven't looked into it. As far as I know, I don't know. John, I'm really sorry. I don't know if you can export it with closed captions, but I am writing that down because that's a really good question. I need to ask our guys about it. So I'll have to find out. Can you use Snagit to capture both PowerPoint and audio for making a video? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Joe. I use Audacity for audio capturing, so I'm not sure. As far as I know, Snagit is more for screen capture, like for images. Is that accurate? Does this work with Optimized Press? Yeah, you can just put the video embed code into Optimized Press, into an Optimized Press page. Let's see. Unfortunately, you can't buy through your own affiliate link, so you won't get credit if you do that. I'm sorry. Can we publish a video without Camtasia? I mean, you can, however you can do it. I mean, there are loads and loads of software out there that can export a video. So I mean, you don't have to use Camtasia. Let's see. Let's see. You're welcome, Charles. Let's see. I'm talking about folks using things like Download Helper to capture videos off a web page. I think Easy Video Player causes problems for these tools, blocking. Oh, okay. So are you looking to download a PressPlay video using Download Helper? Is that what you're asking, Brian? I'm sorry for not understanding. Snagit 12, you can record audio and PowerPoint video. Sweet. Okay. Well, I mean, by all means, you use Snagit if it can do it. Okay. Yeah. Another Robert was saying the latest release will capture video. So yeah, it looks like Snagit will do the trick then. Good free video editor at the moment is Serif Movie Plus. Okay, so John says good free video editor is Serif Movie Plus. Serif is Serif Movie Plus. Thanks, John, for the tip. How do we integrate the video onto the WordPress theme without color, image, video background? You would do that just by creating a video only campaign. Right. Let's see. Correct. Cleo, you will have access to the new features as we push them out at no additional cost. Right. So that's what the lifetime access will do. Okay. Let's see. YouTube has its own free online editor if you don't have Camtasia. Or you can use iMovie on your iPad or iPhone. So you could use iMovie for Mac users. So that's a good one. Thank you, Wallace, for that. Let's see. I want to block people from capturing the video for my web pages and sharing on torrent sites. Is this a concern for membership sites being paywall? Well, I can tell you this. No matter, I haven't found a video software or service that you can't figure out a way to download it, download the link. There's a lot. Unfortunately, when you publish something on the web in digital format, unfortunately, people will figure out a way to get it. Now, that's actually a really good point. We can look into some ways to minimize this. It's not like you can just right click on it and download the file. So, I mean, it is a little bit difficult, but if you have some hacker or some guy that's trying to just bootleg your content, they're going to figure out a way one way or another. But we could look into some other privacy or security settings. I'll bring that up to our guys. Okay. Let's see. The video editor name is Serif. So Serif. SerifMoviePlus.com. Or just do a search in Google for Serif. Serif. Yep. Will it play private, unlisted in YouTube? If your video is private on YouTube, I don't believe you can play it. It needs to be unlisted or public. I don't believe it'll play if it's private. Robert says best video editor is from DaVinci Resolve Edit. DaVinci Resolve Edit. Used now by major studios. It's at blackmagicdesign.com. It's called DaVinci, or DaVinci Resolve Edit. DaVinci Resolve Edit. So that's another one. You can get the light version. It's free. It rivals Final Cut Pro and Premiere. So that sounds pretty promising. So feel free to check that one out. So thank you for that tip, Roberts. Okay, guys, I apologize if I've missed, if you wouldn't mind, because there's still a lot of people on the call. There's still a lot of questions. Any questions that I have missed, if you don't mind just putting them in the chat box, because I may have skipped over a few by accident. So I want to make sure I get to all of your questions. So, okay. Watermark your video with your branding if your video gets redistributed by others. Good tip, Wallace. Just, yeah, watermark it. Okay. Are there any other questions that I may have missed? Barbara, we will have a replay. Yes. We'll send it out. We are recording this webinar, so we'll send it out to everybody, hopefully by tomorrow. Okay. Great idea. Add a watermark overlay feature. Let me write it down. Love it. I mean, guys. We're serious about, our customers and trying to implement as much as possible when it comes to feature enhancements and stuff. So that's a really good feature to have. So I'll see if we can do that. Can you show us how to use the page without the video? Yeah, I did that, but I'll do it again. Basically, this is the editor. So you from the dashboard, you just click on here. I'll go back to the dashboard. So under your project, you just click on, you're going to add a video. So you add whatever you want, create the video, and then it goes into the editor. And now the only thing you're going to see in the editor are the video settings. Okay, so video settings, the behavior settings, the control settings, and then from there you publish and you get your embed code. Okay, and then you paste this embed code where you want the video to be. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What is the difference between publishing to Adobe and WordPress versus just using the embed code to any page? I don't think I understand, Leroy. What is the difference between publishing to Adobe and WordPress versus just using the embed code to any page? I'm not sure what you mean by publishing to Adobe. If you could explain. Will the stats be the same as YouTube? It may not be exact, but it's going to be pretty darn close. I mean, you'll have, obviously you're going to have the stats like total views, unique views. You're going to have conversion stats if you're using the conversion tracking script. And then you're also going to be able to see when people are dropping off your video. Okay. Have not received. Okay. You didn't receive the conversion boosting process map PDF or the bonus worksheets. Okay. I believe we will make sure you get those. I'm trying to see if I don't remember the link offhand. Maybe Matt has it and he can send it to you privately. Let's see. Add a feature to use field name script for Salesforce to load leads into Salesforce. Yeah, that could be good. I mean, could you just use the opt-in? I'm sorry, the form embed script where you just map the fields that way, just like any other autoresponder? I assume I'd have to look into that a little bit more, Robert. Let's see. The interactive features on YouTube. Will it work on play.like? Click subscribe. I'm sorry, John. I'm just trying to the multiple videos on other lists. Oh, okay. No. So if you won't, Like if you put, you know how like when you watch a YouTube video, at the end of it, it may show related videos on the video player itself. You won't have that. Okay, it'll remove that. Let's see. Oh, okay. What is the difference between publishing to? Okay, so there's no difference in terms of uploading to your own server, just like uploading the direct files, or installing the WordPress plugin that has all of your files. You know, it basically just speaks to PressPlay, to your PressPlay account, and you select the page that you want. But all the files are pre-configured inside of the plugin, if that makes sense. All right. Let's see. Could you add a click to call button for local lead generation on mobile? Um, you can you can do that. You can do that now. So you can embed any type of call to action. Whether I would assume what you're going to want is the HTML feature. So just copy and paste that click to call button that's provided, and put it into the HTML area. So you should be able to do click to call buttons. All right. Add a feature to select video frame to use as the first image with the play button. We have a thumbnail that you can upload, so you can upload an image as the thumbnail. Can you use a QR code with this? Can you explain what you mean, like a QR code on top of the video? I assume you could do that with HTML or an image, just an image overlay. Yes, Thomas, you can use this on all of your personal sites. There's no limit to length of video. There's no limit to the number of projects at all. So let's see. William says if you have a local biz site ranking on page 1 of Google and you were to switch the homepage with the video page, will that mess up your SEO? Would you need to add a 500-word article beneath the video to keep the homepage keyword relevant? Um, I mean, whenever you switch the content on a homepage, if it's ranking well, you have obviously there's an opportunity for the rankings to either go up or down. What I would recommend doing is maybe keeping the content that's on the homepage, but integrating the video as well. Wallace said iMovie Editor app is now free on all new iPads and iPhones, and has some killer features, including direct upload to YouTube. Also, video creation. Mike Stewart has great training on using iMovie at Tablet Video Training. So, thank you, Wallace, for that. All right, guys. So I think we're gonna wrap it up in the next few minutes. Like I said, guys, pressplay.io/live, and you'll read that's our live sales page where you can access the lifetime access of PressPlay. And like I said, this offer is going to be going away very soon. And so, like I said, this is kind of your introductory period to get in on kind of the ground floor, and not have to pay any type of subscription. But we're really excited about the direction of this, and we're excited about just for me. I mean, I know Matt and I are just excited because we built this just mainly for our own online business, but we knew that this was a massive need in the market. So we're really excited about it. Let me just make sure there are. Thomas, I will try to get it integrated with SendReach as soon as possible. I believe we did an integration with SendReach on one of our other applications, so we could probably reuse some of that code, which means that it could be fairly a quick thing to do. I know because we're in the middle of launch week, this week is kind of hectic, but I'll try to get that done for you as soon as possible, like in a few weeks. Okay, I'm writing that down as well. All right, guys. So, well, first off, I want to thank everybody that stayed on the webinar. We've been going for almost 2 hours now, and I've already seen a lot of you guys that have said that you're in and that you've already purchased, and some of you guys are actually already using the software, which is awesome. Um, and Wallace, I think, yeah, Matt will chat with you here in a second on that question. Um, it, I think we've gotten all the questions answered. So awesome, guys. So. Again, I know there's still there's still a few hundred people on the call, so I appreciate everyone that stayed till the end. I want to thank you, Ann, Ayinn. Hopefully I spelled your name right. Am I feeling generous? I was feeling generous on Monday when we had the previous one. Unfortunately, I can't give away our product for free anymore. We've that would be nice if I could just give it away for free, but are you guys now the top 3 sellers on JVZoo now? We actually moved our products off of JVZoo. Everything is in house now, so we use Infusionsoft for our affiliate platform, and we still have a few products still on JVZoo, but yeah, JVZoo is a good platform. Thank you, Mark, for your openness and honesty. I try. Great content today, guys. Thank you very much, Wallace. I appreciate that for that, and for coming on to the call. I think we are going to wrap up. So again, thank you guys. Last chance, pressplay.io/live. And I appreciate again everyone that came on. We will have a replay. I promise you. We'll send it out tomorrow so you guys can grab that. The last question: what VSL length works best? We found anywhere from 12 to 24 minutes. 12 to 24 minutes is a good time frame where it's not too long, where they're not they're spacing out, and then 12 minutes or less is usually a little bit too short. So top tips for struggling newbies: take action, do it. Don't wait. Don't get caught up in training. And I mean, I can't tell you how many people I know, or people that I've coached, where they just go from training product to training product and they don't actually take action on anything. So especially with video, video takes a little bit of time to get good at. I mean, I know it took me months of, until I felt comfortable, actually probably years before I felt really comfortable in front of like a live audience on camera. So the people that don't take action, are the ones that, you just keep on going from training product to training product and never actually do anything. Let's see. What are your products on JVZoo? You can go to digitalkickstart.com and you can see all of our products if you'd like to check them out. Yeah, Thomas, we can do that. We can convert it from 3. If you don't want the 3 payments, you want to just do one time, just let us know. We'll make that happen. Just contact our support team. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Again, thank you guys for coming on to tonight's webinar. Hopefully I've answered all of your questions. I appreciate everybody who took action. I thoroughly enjoy talking to you guys and getting all of your feedback. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to our support team, support at pressplay.io, and we'd be more than happy to answer your questions. So I hope that everybody has a good evening if you're in the US, or depending on where you're at, I guess. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and we will talk to you guys soon. So take care, and I'll see you guys on an upcoming webinar.